Que pasa, Leute? Herzlich willkommen bei Iron Mike Bodybuilding, and from now in English, because here I'm with a good friend and the godfather of biohacking. Met him here in Binus in Dubai, and this is Tony Huge. What's up?
Iron Mike, pleasure.
Yeah, so Tony Huge and myself are having a few videos today, personal training. We want to go to lunch, chill a little bit, talk a little bit, and we want to have a podcast for you. Want to record it. And now we like talking all the time about pretty little things, about steroids and all of that biohacking. So we were like a little bit philosophing about how Tony Huge chooses his girls. And we came to a really interesting point because he told me that for him, one of his big wishes is that he gets himself so cool with his current relationship to take TREN again. Tell me about that.
You know the hashtag relationship goals, and they have a beautiful setting of going to a tourist area. But my relationship goal is just to have girlfriends that don't piss me off when I'm on TREN, because I'm a very patient person. But if I take trenbolone, they do something that annoys me, then I freak out, and I don't want that. It's just terrible. I ruin my relationships. I lose all my girlfriends. I am a polygamist, so I can love more than one woman at a time. I want them all to live together harmoniously, which has been extremely challenging. It's never worked out for more than like 1 week. There are times when I've had all the girlfriends in one house for 1 week and it's perfect, and then boom, explosion, nuclear bomb, destroys my life.
But now it's working?
No, not exactly. I'm constantly experimenting with different girlfriends together to see which ones are compatible and they're not, and then I have to get rid of one, get another one. It's a constant job. And it's also like, even if you get it stable, women's emotions fluctuate with their period, their menstrual cycle.
Yeah, of course.
So even if they're totally cool, then they get their period, then all the women are fighting and fighting with me. And trenbolone just makes this all worse. So the goal is, can I run TREN in a way that doesn't interfere with my relationships? Or can I find girlfriends that are so chill, so calm, and understand that when we're on TREN, it's very similar to when a woman is on her period. In fact, I think all men should take TREN so they understand what women are going through on their period, and we can be more understanding.
Maybe they can understand it also if they take high testosterone without inhibiting estrogen, so they will understand it also. But with TREN, you got a little bit more of the feelings going like up and down, no? So people that don't take steroids maybe would say, but what about TREN? You can take it. Maybe you are the problem. Maybe you have to calm yourself on TREN.
Yes.
Is that not an option?
Of course. There's like lifestyle biohacking and chemical biohacking, right? So to not do the lifestyle stuff but to do the chemical stuff, it's hard. To do the chemical stuff and not do the lifestyle stuff is hard. So like the key is to do both together. And another question is, can we take other supplements to make up for the aggression that TREN is giving us, to make us more calm, you know?
That's a good point, but then we have to figure out what exactly is the point of the aggression. Is it the estrogen with the prolactin, like going up and down together? Because in my opinion, there's not really a supplement that really inhibits prolactin that strong that it has to. We would to take medicals. So what is your opinion? Is there a supplement that inhibits prolactin enough? I think not enough.
You can test your blood and see that you can get your prolactin levels pretty low with cabergoline or pramipexole, but
that's no supplement.
Oh, supplements? No. Have you take pharmaceuticals?
Yeah, of course. That's what I think too, because most of the people think like, I don't know what it's called in English. I just translated the monk's pepper extract. That's what it's called in German. It's like an extract that they say it lowers prolactin levels. But in my experience in blood work, it doesn't work. They tell you it works, but it doesn't work at all. So people take it, hoping like the prolactin levels get lower, and nothing works. And it gets even worse. So you would also say there's no supplement, nothing, just chemicals.
Yes, and I had a theory though also that like even if we lower our prolactin levels, TREN is working on some other pathway to cause aggression. And it has direct progesterone effects. But progesterone actually can make a man more calm. So why, if it activates the progesterone receptor, why would it make us more aggressive? I have a theory that TREN is attaching to the progesterone receptor, but it's not acting like progesterone. In fact, it's acting more like a SERM, like a selective estrogen receptor modulator on the progesterone receptor, and blocking the benefits of progesterone. So actually we're having symptoms of low progesterone, possibly. And then I thought maybe the way to treat that would be to supplement with progesterone while we're on trenbolone. Then we're definitely going to be saturating all the receptors, but at least some of the receptors are going to be getting progesterone, and some are going to be potentially getting blocked by the trenbolone acting like progesterone, or blocking the receptor but not acting like progesterone.
So studies show that trenbolone goes like on about 20% on the progesterone receptor. So that would be for this effects, but let me get in a theory for you. For me, like aggression is always a little bit caused by estrogen. By rising and falling and by having non-control of it. And trenbolone, oft taken with high testosterone, which is a mistake, leads to aggression. So I was testing a long-term trenbolone, like on 350 milligrams a week with low testosterone, high masterone. So I was feeling really comfortable, there was no aggression. What is coming is what you feel because of like dopamine, which gets rid of, and I guess it was also like the cortisol effect. What you're feeling is like you get slowly a little bit of darker in the head. Oxytocin gets also a little bit down.
What gets oxytocin goes down? Okay.
And so is that what you feel month per month is, I had no aggression. I think I had the aggression under control, but the other hormones, like cortisol, oxytocin, dopamine, that also get a little bit throughout, they were like making my mind a little bit darker, but without aggression. So for me, in my personal experience, it was the estrogen, which I had to get under control, and then it was easier. So that was my experiment.
Also, and SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors,
of course,
treat anxiety and depression by increasing serotonin. Being on TRT for extended periods of time causes us to produce less serotonin. We have some symptoms of serotonin deficiency, which can add to the anxiety. So, but that's from testosterone replacement therapy or any steroids. But perhaps that's happening to even greater extent with the trenbolone. Trenbolone is more suppressive than testosterone.
Of course.
Tren and Deca are the most suppressive things that I've experienced. So maybe because of the level of suppression, we're becoming even more deficient in serotonin as well. Since you're talking neurotransmitters, I thought, maybe if we supplemented with serotonin, and we get the prolactin down, and we get the estrogen down, then maybe we would feel a lot better mentally on TREN.
Did you check your progesterone in a blood work while using TREN? Because your theory is interesting. So is there any evidence from you up to now so that we could check it?
What would we be able to see on the blood work though? Because if you saw progesterone higher or lower on the blood work, that wouldn't tell us whether TREN was acting on the progesterone receptor and what it was doing on the progesterone receptor. So I don't know how relevant that would be. It would be interesting, sure, but I don't know if it would matter.
So very interesting. Tony Huge showed us his own theory why trenbolone makes aggressive. Maybe it has to do with progesterone. So for the end, I have a question. I have a few very famous videos in Germany where I explain what I told you now, that the aggressive mood of trenbolone comes from the wrong use or the wrong combination with testosterone through higher estrogen levels. Would you say this is true or it's not?
Yeah, I mean, higher estrogen definitely makes you more emotional.
Yes.
And like you said, TREN, even with low estrogen, makes you darker. More negative. Dark. I wonder what a better way to say darker is, because I know what you mean. Like pessimistic, negative, grumpy, but not necessarily aggressive.
Yeah, like feel like the underdog, everyone is against you. Like this
paranoid.
mentality. Yeah, paranoid.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Paranoid.
Yeah, so I think if TREN is doing that in the absence of estrogen, then you add estrogen, and now you add the emotional instability, because we all know women are emotionally unstable, partly because they have high estrogen levels. This is science.
That's hormonal.
I don't make the rules.
That's no sexism, that's hormonal.
So you take the depressing and paranoia effects of TREN, plus the emotional instability of estrogen, and that seems to be the perfect recipe for getting pissed off at people in traffic and annoyed at your girlfriend and breaking up, and afterwards coming off the TREN cycle and thinking, what the hell did I do with my life? while I was on TREN.
Getting a big TREN gyno with
I'm
lacting.
so sensitive to that too.
Yeah, TREN gyno also.
Test and estrogen gyno, not so much, but the TREN, it's even with blocking the prolactin, still just TREN itself directly gives me gyno.
Did you check your estrogen in this time also?
Yeah.
Yeah, was high?
No, I mean I can bring my estrogen down with exemestane.
Yeah.
And on TREN, I'll still get gyno. I just got to keep the TREN dosage low.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, 350 a week. If I do 350 a week, I have so many side effects. I'm so sensitive.
But is
to
it
TREN.
lactating also?
Yeah, I lactate.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I needed to, like, when we're talking TREN dosage with me going forward, even with a girlfriend, I think now that I'll be compatible with my TREN cycle, I think probably I would do like 100 milligrams of TRENase twice a week would be my max.
Wow.
And I notice an aggregating effect. The longer I'm on TREN, the worse the side effects get. But if I take TREN for the first few days, I don't really get so many side effects. So some of my clients I put on, or I recommended that they consider 100 milligrams of TREN one time per week. I mean, they're not going to turn into bodybuilders with that, but then they're going to get like 4 days of lower cortisol and better nitrogen retention, and so it has, and some strength and a little bit of aggression without that aggression aggregating over time and building up and interfering with their sleep. So you're really only getting like half the benefit of the TREN by being on it half the time, but you're also getting like less than half of the side effects, like 20% of the side effects.
So then you would use ACE to just have this effect, not use any type of TREN, because you would have it all week.
Right.
So you just want the effect one time for performance, maybe, for anabolism, and then get like an off time of a few days.
Yeah, and TREN suspension is also another way to do this, because then it's in your body for 1 day. TREN no ester. So like if I do a mass blast day, 1 day per week is growth hormone, insulin, and all the gear. Go train hard, eat at the buffet, try to hit 10,000 calories, which is impossible for me, but set high goals. And use TREN suspension on that day, for example. So then you'd really have no side effects.
So you would recommend your mass blast system just daily, 1 day a week?
That's not going to build permanent muscle for a long period of time, but if we've done a mass blast in the past, and then we want to cruise into a low maintenance mode, but you're going to slowly be losing size throughout the week, and then you do a blast day, boom, you put on 3 pounds in 1 day, and then you just, the whole rest of the week, you just kind of cruise and let yourself come down 3 pounds,
make muscles
boom, blast up 3 pounds, let yourself come down the rest of the week. Yeah, so it's a way to maintain a physique with minimal amount of time.
Yeah, creating glycogen, a little bit of water, and then making muscles of it the rest of the week.
And the body loves this super compensation. Like you may be carb depleted before you come in on a blast day, and then you load up on everything that pushes everything into the muscles, and then you blow up like a balloon. You feel like a bodybuilder. You can do it in 1 day if the nutrition's right.
It's just crazy. There are a lot of topics and myths I want to talk about with Tony Huge. So we were starting talking about why Tony Huge chooses his girls on TREN compatibility, and now we're like a mass blast.
Looks like we could talk all day.
Yeah. And that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, let a comment below. Let us know your opinion to trenbolone and aggression. What are your experiences, and do you think I'm talking shit, or do you think he's talking shit, or we both talking shit, or we both crazy? Do you think Tony Huge is a sexist? A racist?
Sexist?
Okay, sexist.
Misogynist?
No. Just let it down below, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.